Hello everybody, welcome to my Gen 3 challenge run on Pokerogue. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop in, meet the team that I'm gonna start with. Alright, first off we got Absol, Super Luck, boosting its crit rate and its passive ability Sharpness, making it significantly stronger. And this thing is just an absolute monster, and it sweeps for most of the game, most of the trainer battles, everything. This thing is just an absolute monster. Next up we got a tier 2 shiny Minun. This thing's pretty bad. Mostly just brought it for the shiny, extra luck, getting better items, which didn't do anything for me, as you'll see later. It's gotten some okay egg moves in Batty Bad and Sparkly Swirl, pretty good utility mon. Hidden ability Power Spot, just busts his teammate. It doesn't come into play much, but it's not bad. And the last two are Skitty and Duskull. These two are special. Skitty's egg move Entrainment changes the target's ability to the users, and Skitty's ability is normalized, which makes every move a normal type. So Entrainment normalized means Duskull is completely immune to the attacks from that mon. So basically, that comes into play a lot against boss mons. It was my plan against Eternatus, but it didn't really work out like that, as you'll see later. So let's go ahead and hop right in. Here we have our first rival battle, just kind of seeing what starter mainly we're going to go against. Meowscarada in the future. Shouldn't cause too many problems, but we'll see. On wave 24, we pick up a Moonstone, allowing us to evolve Skitty into Delcatty. Here we have our second rival battle, where we mainly just get to see an extra mon added on. Arctivist should be pretty easy to deal with Sacred Sword. Should get one shot in all those battles pretty much. And on wave 30, we finally have our first gym battle against Norman, the normal type trainer. So Absol basically just clicks Sacred Sword, and we win. Also, yeah, I caught a Zigzagoon. I don't remember which wave, and I don't feel like going back and finding the footage for that after I already deleted it. So yeah, there's a Zigzagoon on my team. Next up, here in wave 35, we have our first Evil Team check. Looks like we'll have Team Flare pestering us for the entirety of this run. I probably won't cover every battle with them, only the important ones, because a lot of the ones that, we go against are actually ending up pretty easy and not that important. So I'll cover mostly only the important ones. Here I chose to take a risk and go to Dojo, because I was looking for a specific mon, and thankfully in wave 53 I found a Meditite. And the wave after, my Duskull learned Curse, which is going to be a really helpful move for a lot of situations. And then immediately after that, on wave 55, we had our next rival battle. Our Duskull evolved during this battle. Absol learned Swords Dance, which is going to be a great move for the future. Our Meditite evolved into Medicham, who by the way does have pure power, so it doubles his attack stat. Rival added Ursaring, and we got a Golden Punch, which gives us extra money. Based on the damage our Absol does. Wave 60 puts us in a gym fight against Leader B, and because Absol has Psyblade as an egg move and is boosted by Sharpness, it's a really easy fight. And here in wave 66, we have a fight against the Team Flare admin. Not a very difficult fight, but is a fight where Absol actually ends up dying, so we have to use Dusclops and the Linoon to kind of clean it up. And here we have a mystery counter that I've never actually seen yet, so of course I accept it, and my Linoon gets sacrificed and turned into a Snorlax, and it's very sad. And we lose Linoon and all the items that it picked up with its pickup ability, so overall this was not a good decision. Wave 85, I find a shiny Ninetales, so I catch it just to add some shiny luck to the team until I can find a actual replacement that I can use. Wave 86, we find the Wobbuffet encounter, and upon completion we receive a Scope Lens, which increases the critical hit rate, and I decided to give it to Absol because Night Slash already has an increased crit rate, and therefore it means it's going to crit a lot of the time, especially if we get a dire hit, it's pretty much guaranteed. Wave 90 is a fight against Gardenia, who does actually kill my Absol pretty early, but isn't really a difficult fight, only killing Absol and Minun, and we go ahead and carry on. Wave 91, I decided to catch this X-Blood, just so that I can have a 16 member. He actually ends up really valuable even without me changing his moveset very much, and really surprised me with how much he did. Wave 95 is another rival fight where X-Blood learns Boomburst, and we see that they added a Dragapult to the team, evolved our Strangers and Luna. Still not really causing too many issues. The Dragapult doesn't really do too much. Absol, again, dies in this fight, but he cleans up, does a lot of damage. And then Minun over here just kind of destroys the Dragapult for a while. And we play a little game, and it's really, really dumb. Thankfully, X-Blood did have Bite, otherwise I don't know how well this fight would have gone if Force would have done a lot of damage to whatever I kept in on that, probably. Wave 108, I have a new surprise encounter that allows me to battle one of my own Pokemon, but permanently changes nature, which allows me to give my absolutely adamant nature, boosting his attack but lowering his special attack, meaning it's going to hit a lot harder than it used to with its neutral nature. I'll bring him on into Paralyzed, and then I entrain it with Delcatty, and it's just a guaranteed win because he literally cannot hit my Dusclops, which is just one of the main first showings of just how strong the strategy is, because it makes it literally impossible for him to hit my Dusclops as long as it's alive. So this was kind of just a good early showcase of how good the strategy is. And then here on wave 113, we actually found another shiny with next Excadrill. Can't use it, but doesn't hurt to catch it. We also found the Mega Bracelet, which I of course tased because why wouldn't I want a Mega Absol? because surely in the 80 waves I have left, I'll get an Absolite or a Metachemite, whatever it's called, and then we immediately hop into another admin battle, which again is not too much of a problem. Immediately after this, we have a battle against the team boss on wave 115, and it was really difficult for me. I think a lot of it was just me being dumb and making bad decisions. Luckily, Dusclops did end up clutching up, even while paralyzed, so we did end up winning, but it was really scary there because I kept making really bad decisions, and kind of an embarrassing show, I'm not gonna lie. After that, we received a mystery trade encounter and trade our Metacham for a Mawile. And I thought this would be a good decision. Mawile maybe had one good thing it did, and that's about it. But, oh well. We can still get a Mega for this one too, right? Right? Wave 120 is against Lieutenant Surge. I was not prepared for Surge. I was prepared for a Ground or Rock Gym Leader, but, you know, we take what we get, and we carry on. Wave 145, the penultimate rival battle, provides us with a significantly more difficult rival battle than usual. Luckily, X-Blood's Bite again somehow is what clutches up against the Dragapult, rather than literally anything else. It is Bite X-Blood, and apparently that's just the secret strat that everyone needed. I don't know if that thing learns Crunch, but I really should have checked with like a Memory Mushroom or something, and like tried to make my X-Blood actually better than just Boom Burst and Bite. But, I mean, it worked out, so I can't be too mad. Also, this Hurricane miss is the only reason I won. If this Hurricane had hit, Ron would have blended. Wave 150 brings us to a battle against Gym Leader Crest. Again, a pretty easy battle. I feel like there wasn't too much of an issue. You will notice I do have the ribbon for Simipour. I've beat the game with his monstrosity of a Pokemon, because it was one of the first shinies I got. So I beat it with this monstrosity, and he kind of damaged my team a bit, and pretty impressive. But yeah, overall not a difficult battle. It got done. This Slowbro was also a pain. He just did not want to die. And that freeze, although not like super important, was also just kind of crazy and annoying. On wave 165, we were final battle against Lysander, the team boss. It goes okay. I definitely could have made better plays, but the entrainment, again, coming in clutch, letting Deskloff set it to +6/+6 attack and defense, and then overall just kind of win. Definitely a difficult battle and very losable, but thankfully we didn't lose, and that gave me the chance to get a Grip Claw, which didn't end up doing much. On wave 168, I found a shiny Weezing, and as Weezing do, it went boom. On wave 180, we have our final gym battle against, what's her name? Jasmine? Janine. Yes, Janine, the poison type gym leader. Uh, a Sneasler, that was kind of terrifying. However, we did end up winning, of course, because we, continued the challenge. And yeah, we got a pretty clutch freeze that enabled the Mawile, which I forgot to mention, did get a multi-lens, so Power Up Punch will boost its attack twice now, and every attack will technically be 2. Won't usually go into play, but the Ice Punch hitting twice means there's a 20% freeze chance, and Power Up Punch hitting twice is just Mega Kangaskhan's parental bond, where it's just a sword's dance. Anyways, these 180 levels are the Elite Four and Champion, and for some reason I decided to choose Graveyard, which will usually have foggy weather, which means every move has a chance to miss, and you'll see that a couple times actually come in, and it was really annoying to deal with, and I really wish I just picked tall grass and gotten it out of the way, and not had to worry about the fog, but it ended up okay, so I guess it wasn't that bad, but still really annoying, and got me worried once I realized that it was foggy, and that I could have just lost the run to fog. A lot of these battles ended up pretty easy, but since there's 5 important battles in a row, I'm just gonna let them all play out. And I mean, having multiple battles where I just have the type advantage with my Absol only was just really nice and enabled me to kind of just sweep through a couple of them, not really have any major difficulties in any of them, and just kind of help boost up my team a little bit, get ready for, the final 10 waves. I kept forgetting what Golden Go's ability did, and so I kept just throwing stuff at it, and then remembering, oh right, that counts for its ability, because its ability just blocks literally everything, and I just kept forgetting. So that was kind of also just a little embarrassing to watch back, especially. This is what Shiny Ceruledge should have looked like in Scarlet and Violet, but at least we have it here. If you're still here and you've watched the entire video, I'd just like to ask you to maybe consider liking and subscribing. I want to try to work more through 2025 and get more consistent videos out with, better quality than what I've already done this. And, I just hope next year I can, you know, just provide better content and more consistent content than I did this year. This year was kind of just me starting up. And next year I hope to maybe try to hit 1,000 subscribers at least over the course of next year. And yeah, that's kind of my goal for the new year for 2025. And I hope that you'll take part of this journey with me. Here we have the final ruffle battle on wave 195. Doesn't go, too difficult, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let it play out, let you enjoy the music, and I'll come back at the native site. And somehow I've done it. I've gone almost 90 waves without getting a single Mega Stone. So I didn't have a Mega Absol or a Mega Maha like I was hoping for this fight. And my brain just wasn't in the right place again. I don't know what was up with me this run. I just wasn't playing intelligently. I still managed to get the win, but there were definitely some scary moments. I did not know if I was going to win this fight for sure or not. I didn't pull off the normalize. For some reason I paralyzed it instead of normalized. And it just wasn't overall like a good fight. But, we did what we did. Got the run done. Gen 3 finished. As well as the achievement for completing the run with a non-fully evolved Pokemon in Dusclops. Because I can't evolve it because Dusknoir is not Gen 3. So overall, this was a fun challenge. I loved putting Absol to work. I love Absol as Pokemon, one of my favorites. Having Minun on the team was really funny, because, Minun is just bad, but he clutched up quite a few times. Delcatty, the amount of damage Delcatty did with Thunderous Kick went crazy, like a lot of the time. I want to say thank you to Glitch City for making the incredible music I used in this video, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.